A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Connor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Keenan. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Keenan.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Johnson on the return.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. The handoff, it's Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Keenan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They go quickly here out to Moore. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. Screen pass to Connor. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Keenan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, Keenan. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 14. Here is Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Keenan. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Rosas' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Keenan. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, Keenan. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down, Keenan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Carter. And now headed the other way. They're across midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. On second down now, it's Kramer. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Throwing is Wilson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on 2nd down. Keenan, he'll get this to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenan, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Eckler, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Rosas' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, Connor looking for space. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Wilson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Rosa's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8. It's Eckler again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Chargers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor.